Hi there from Family Man Freedom. So in this video, we are going to go over the process of listing books on Amazon. But first, let's do a quick update on our $100 business challenge. I took a little bit of time where I didn't really focus on it very much, but I was able to go to a library book sale this week. Again, if you're new here, the point of Family Man Freedom is to help dads spend more time with their kids, with their families, because kids spell love T-I-M-E. And one of those ways is to add flexibility in the way that they're generating money. So this little side gig is $100 business challenge. It's buying used books and putting them on Amazon, sending them off to Amazon and trying to make a profit off of that. Now this time flexibility is that we can buy books at yard sales that maybe you're going to anyway, at library book sales like I just went to this last weekend, like thrift stores, in the little nooks and crannies of time. So right now the update is I've sold 22 books with an average book price of $17.36. Right now my profit margin is 37% profit margin. And right now my cash flow is around $16, $17, which is probably just enough for me to ship off these new books that I've bought. So I've had $163 transferred into my bank from the original $100 I spent. So I've gotten that money back, and then 63 more dollars with $8 on the way. All right, so that's our update right now. We're gonna jump over to Amazon and we're going to go through the process of listing some books. Real quick again, without using Scout IQ, which a link for that will be in the description, it allows you to just click on with your little Bluetooth scanner. This is the Yo-Yo Bluetooth scanner, which again, I'll have the affiliate link down in the description. With this, I have a little headphone in that's connected to my phone that has Scout IQ. Basically, all a person next to me sees is a little headphone in my ear like this. And I can just click through, beep, 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 beep. And Scout IQ plays a little jingle that's like a money jingle if it's something that'll be profitable according to the triggers that I set up. And then it says like a little if it's something that's not gonna work. And then it also has a separate one if it doesn't understand what you're sending to it. So maybe then you know if you're using the right ISBN or the right kind of a code. Anyway, Bluetooth scanner, Scout IQ, indispensable to be able to do this quickly, because a big point of all of this is time. So anything that speeds this up, we're gonna work on. Now, right now, one thing that would add a lot of time is if I could send a CSV file into Amazon Seller Central, but you can't do that unless you're on the professional plan. Now, the professional plan for Amazon is for every item you sell, it's 99 cents, or you're on the professional plan, which is $40 a month. Now, that would assume that I'm selling 40 books a month for that to break even. Maybe I'll do it a little bit earlier than that, because it will save considerable amount of time if I can do stuff in a spreadsheet and then upload it instead of do it the way that I'm going to show you right now. But we're not quite there yet. So I'm working on trying to get a process together that will speed this up for people that are starting out, because it's pretty time consuming. So stay in tune for that, because I have some ideas to speed this up. Anyway, let's get started. So let me move myself out of the way here real quick. So right now, this is what it looks like. I've just recently put some in. I have what I use for my SKUs for my books is the date that I bought the book, and then the number of books on that day. And then like if you see right here, I have a YS, that's for yard sale. And we'll just go through this. So as soon as you have your Amazon seller account, you'll have a screen like this. And here's the process. So first we're gonna check out this book, The Dictator's Handbook. We're gonna click it in. First thing we have to do is go over here. We are already in our FBA inventory. We're gonna click Add Product. We're going to click in this space right here, and we'll just click it. Again, we have our little Bluetooth scanner here. So we're just going to click right on there. You can see the little red light. It punches it in almost like a keyboard would. And then I have this show up. Now, these ones are not available, so they're probably Kindle books, things like that. And this says that I'm able to sell it. It doesn't ask me. Sometimes we'll probably get to a book that'll ask me to see if I can sell that there. So we're going to say this is a used book. Sell this product. At this point, they want me to type in how much I'm going to sell it for and things like that. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how much others are selling for. Now, this one has a pretty good sales rank, not at 642,000. So that means this is selling at least a couple times a month. Let's check out our listings on Amazon. So that'll automatically pop this up. We do have the hardcover one right here, and we're going to go check the used hardcover. Now, right here, something you want to pay attention to is what the new price is. So our new price is there a new price? So there isn't really necessarily a new price that went for like 80 bucks. That's not something we are concerned about then. So we're going to look through this, the Dictator's Handbook. So really we're only fighting with other used books on this one. So something you might want to check is none of those are on Prime. We have no Prime offers here. So, you know, I like getting things out the door, especially since this is the beginning of this process. I want that cash flow coming in, so I don't have the ability to really wait. So I'm going to go for a fast sale on this one. Obviously, this book is probably pretty valuable to some people, but not necessarily to me. I just want to turn it around. So I'm going to go straight in at this price right here, probably $38, and I'll just match. Maybe I'll see if I can get a couple extra bucks. Maybe we'll put $38 because I want to turn it around. So we're going to get out of there, go back into our Amazon here, and this one was bought at the same place as those other ones. So that was, I purchased this, it was in 2021. I'm putting the year first, so then if I organize them by the number, it will always show up in the order by year. I believe I bought it in 2 months ago because I didn't have enough to send off yet until I went to this book sale. So 21/10, it was the 16th. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 8th one, 08, that I've listed from this sale, and then I got this at a yard sale. Interesting story, I actually got these books were at a previous mayor's house. So we'll list this for, what did we say? Was it 38 or 32? Let's see. 38, and this is a really good condition. So we'll say $38, $38, and our condition, again, we are used. This one, you know, I don't put very much ever at like new, just because I'm thinking if it's like new, it's really like new. So if I can tell that somebody has kind of messed with it, I'm gonna just put very good. So for this one, I'm gonna put this as very good. I've already picked that I want Amazon. We'll ship this out. I'm gonna push save and finish. And did an error happen? Your entry is already being used. Okay, well then I probably already did the 8th one, so we'll jump over to, maybe it's the 9th one that I need. Same thing, jump down, save and finish. You know, it jumps me to this screen, but I found that I don't have to do this yet. This is saying, okay, well now you're gonna have to put a sticker on that. I'm gonna do all that at a separate time. So we're going to jump now back over to our inventory, FBA inventory. It doesn't show up yet. It takes about 10 minutes for them to show up here. And we're all done with that one. We're going to go add another product. And let's check out this one. So see how this one says apply to sell. Now this is a very niche book. So we will go apply to sell, apply to sell. You need approval for Columbia Press University. So you just click request approval. Your selling application is approved. Pretty much every time I've done it, it's gone through right away. The only one that didn't was a National Geographic book. So we're good. Now here's the thing. I've noticed that when that does that, I can't just go through. I'm gonna have to refresh a couple times until it will say to sell. Oh, there we go. Sell product. So we're gonna go used, sell this product. But I'm gonna do a couple books from the library one. Now, one that actually surprised me, because I wasn't gonna look over there, but sheet music. So this one's Christmas songs. Maybe I'll take some copies of it for my kids before I send it off. So Christmas songs, sheet music. It's a small book, it's a light book, but some of them are really expensive. This one's not so much, but there were like $35 books of sheet music that I found there. So we're gonna scan it. Helps it go in there. The Christmas songs, jazz, piano, solo series. Let's see, I'm gonna apply to sell. Hal Leonard Publishing, let's see. Every time I'm like, I wonder if it's gonna not happen or not, because I already bought the book. Your selling application is approved. Fantastic. And then we will refresh. Because again, that button has to change from apply to sell to sell this product. Not quite yet. There we go, sell. Remember how I said that sometimes it takes a while to show up? If we click here just on manage inventory, some of those other ones have started to come in here. I don't know what schedule they're on to show up or how some of them take way more time than others, but they do. So we're gonna go here, manage FBA inventory. And our next one is 123 Magic Teen. This one is like self-help. So I find the most in like the self-help section, cookbooks, craft books, any kind of a learning book. And what else? The music books turned out pretty darn good. So let's check this one out. Let's go to add a new product. Click here. Now for $10, I probably got 50, 60, maybe 100 books. So now the very first shipment, if you don't remember, the very first shipment I sent in actually got completely lost. So that was probably $30, $40 of my original $100 that got lost. So what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna make sure I split up which books are the expensive books and which ones aren't. Because I don't want to put like all my expensive books in one and the other one not work out. This one I have to apply to sell also. Again, 77, this should sell pretty fast. Used, apply to sell. Source books, come on, no whammy. Yeah. All right. Get rid of that one. Now we just have to refresh it a couple times. We're gonna click here. This was really interesting. In the craft section, there's like how to make chess sets. There's another one that I found is all about like how to fight with a sword. Like, man, library book sales have the best cool books. Again, 162,000. This book sells fast. Select condition, used. You have to apply to sell. Again, big money, no whammy. And this will be the last one from our library book sale that we'll check out. Cookbooks. Cookbooks I've had some pretty good luck with. They are heavier, so I think it's costing more to ship it. They're bigger and they're heavier as opposed to the craft books and the music books. They're light and they're not that big thickness wise. All right, so this one we're gonna go inventory. Trying to figure out a way to streamline this process. There is something I'm gonna try to get books from people before they would send them to a thrift store. I'll make another video on that, talking about it, and then maybe another video telling you how it works. Let's check our prices on this one. Paperback, which this is $13.99. All right. So, some expensive books that I got from a yard sale. I feel that the yard sales have been giving me more expensive books, whereas the library book sale I got more books. There are some that are really valuable in there also, but not quite the same. I think for only selling 22 books, having enough cash flow that I can keep buying books at a decent rate is good. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get some cheaper books in. Maybe people donate them to me. And then we have a better flow there. Also, I was watching somebody else's YouTube video and they said they actually directly went to the thrift store and said, hey, if you have too many books, then I can take some off your hands. And then that might be a process worth going to. Maybe I should actually reach out to the bookstore, because especially some of the smaller community thrift stores, they probably get boxes of books just dropped off and they don't want to deal with them at all. Maybe I can deal with them and then send them somewhere else. So I'm gonna go check the inventory here. We'll see what shows up. A couple more showed up there. One of the ones I was looking for still didn't show up, but just look at some of the profits on these. So this one here is the one that hasn't shown up yet on the other thing, and I'm not quite sure why it didn't jump over there yet. But let's see, even this one at $12.50, it's only gonna be $7.51, maybe add an extra 50 cents onto that for shipping, so $8. So I'm gonna make $4.50 on that. And that's the lowest one here, $4.50. Obviously, as the price goes up, some of the other stuff goes up also. Let me do one more refresh and see if I have any new products, like the one I just put in, the chess set. So again, this one, it's still processing in the background. Anyway, thanks for being here, Family Man Freedom. We're gonna start making some videos that aren't necessarily about this $100 challenge also. And I've already been considering starting another $100 challenge. Let me know in the comments if there's any $100 challenges that you can think of. Again, these can vary in how difficult they are. This was the first one I started just because this literally takes no education, no learning experience except for how to poke around in Amazon. And then if you have time to go scan for books. So this was the first one. I think I might try another Amazon one, or maybe something that takes a certain skill set, but not a hard skill set, because I want this to work for everybody. Anyway, have a great day and spend time with your family. Signing out, Family Man Freedom. Take care.